Nancy, sanamkela la ku Dijo Le Bophelo on SABC2. This is your favorite show, ngoba it's the only show dealing in food consciousness nama health issues. Every week sinimeme ukuthi nisibuze noma yini enifuna ukuyazi ngokudla. Bese ke thina sithola ongqondo bethu ukuthi baphendule imibuzo yenu. Now be aware, we see your posts on our social media pages. That's why namhlanje sikhuluma ngokudla that resembles umzimba wakho, your body parts. Mmathapelo posted a video on our Twitter page with a few questions ngale ndaba leyo ukuthi ukudla resembles your body parts.
Dumela Dijo Le Bophelo. Ke na le dipotso maelana le dijo tse tshwantshwang le dikarolo tsa mmele ya rona. Ana di teng dijo tse tshwantshwang le dikarolo tsa mmele ya rona na?
Sesahamba sohlangana noMathapelo to learn more about her before answering her questions. Akesibone.
Lebitso la ka ke Mmathapelo Tsinke. Ke na le dilemo tse 28. Ke dula Kensington kwa cocktail chaba. Ke rata ho socialize. Ke rata ho tla ka di recipe tse ntjha. Ebile ke rata ho experimenta haholo ka dijo. Le lelapa la ka le rata ho dula le thabile le batla utlwa hore ke dife di recipe tse ntjha tse lo reng ke di phehile. Ne ke maketse haholo ha ne ke utlwa batho ba re hona le dijo tse tshwantshwang le dikarolo tsa mmele ya rona. Dijo Le Bophelo, ke kopa le re jwetse hore ke nnete na hona le dijo tse tshwantshwang le dikarolo tsa mmele ya rona le hore di re benefita jwang.
After the break, we are joined by nutritionist Tinashe Chikowore, who will be answering Mmathapelo's questions. Please join our conversation on Twitter at Dijo Le Bophelo, or Facebook and Instagram me, Dijo Le Bophelo, or email me, dijolebophelo@sabc.co.za. Siyabuya manje. Welcome back. Usasenami la ku Dijo Le Bophelo. Namhlanje we're talking about foods that resemble our body parts. Nutritionist Tinashe Chikowore will be giving valuable answers to Mmathapelo's questions. Let's find out more about him. Good morning, Tinashe. How are you?
Morning, Kabonina. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Before the break, we heard ukuthi Mmathapelo has interesting questions for us concerning food that resembles our body parts. Unama specific questions that she posted on our Twitter page, and we'll be answering these questions with our expert namhlanje. You can have a say on this topic. Tweet us at Dijo Le Bophelo or Instagram or Facebook me, Dijo Le Bophelo, or email me, dijolebophelo@sabc.co.za. Tinashe, now you saw the insert, right?
Yes, I did.
I don't understand. So food that resemble our body parts, how do you mean?
It's something quite interesting.
Very.
You know, just trying to say that there are foods that are kind of similar to our body parts. Yeah, so and also...
So does this mean they are good for our body parts, for those specific body parts?
Yes, they're also good for those body parts.
Okay.
You know, they have beneficial substances that make those body parts work very well.
All right.
So it's kind of nice that, you know, if you look at the structure itself of that food, you look also at the structure of the body organ, you can find many similarities there, and also the beneficialness of this food to that organ is something that is quite exhilarating. So for instance, like carrots, it has been known that they're beneficial for the eyes. I think almost everyone knows that if I eat more carrots, you know, my eyesight is going to be better. But you know, when you know that function, then you need to take a closer look at the carrot itself. You can see, it actually resembles the eye.
Wow.
Wow, so something just exhilarating and amazing.
Let's hear her first question.
Ke kopa le re fe dijo tse tshwantshwang le mahlo a rona, ditsebe tsa rona, boko ba rona, le masapo a rona.
I love this. Are you going to say carrots for eyes, and you're going to say there's something in the carrot that looks like the eyes?
Yes, they're carrots. And if you look at the carrots, the structure itself, you can see it resembles our eye.
Can we actually do this for our viewers?
Let's actually do it.
All right, so I've got So I see it.
Yeah, so when you're even showing your child such a thing that, look, it resembles the eye. Then even talk about the carotenoids, that make that carrot have that color and the benefits that they have for the eye. You really made the food interesting, you even made the food beneficial.
What's in the carrot that's good for the eyes?
Yeah, so we've talked about those carotenoids that I've mentioned before, which make the carrots have that, color, that orange-like color.
Yes.
So these carotenoids are used, by our eyes, to make us see.
Yeah.
To make us see. So the carotenoids are changed to vitamin A, which really makes us see. So without these things, even our eyesight really becomes a problem. You can find people now not seeing, they start not seeing during the night, but even progresses to them not even seeing during the day. You can even have your eyes can be dry.
Yes.
So that, dust can scratch your eye. Dust can scratch your eye, it scratches your eye, your body releases those white blood cells. So you can even see someone having pus in the eye.
In the eye.
Yes, or even in severe cases, it can really lead to blindness.
She also mentioned ears.
Yes, the mushrooms which resembles our ears.
Oh, wow. So what is it? Because I know that mushroom is not really nutritional, is it?
Yeah, yes, there are kind of arguments around because it's more like a fungus.
Yes.
Yes, but though it is a fungus, it also has some nutrients inside it.
What nutrients does it have?
Yes, for instance, it's a good protein source. It also has vitamin D. That happens to, so you can say if you cut it, it shapes of the ear.
Of the ear, the cochlea
and all those things. And do you know that our ear has bones, eh?
Yes.
It's not, this is just the outer layer, but inside there are bones.
There's bones inside,
yes. And the bones are the ones that even help us to hear. And bones need vitamin D. So our mushroom contains vitamin D. So that vitamin D, I think we all know about calcium. You also need vitamin D in the small intestine so that it enhances that calcium absorption. So in a way, you can actually see the beneficiousness that if more calcium gets in, your bones are maintained in good health and stature so that you can even continue to hear more.
She also mentioned brains.
Yeah, so there are walnuts. Hey? This is an amazing type of nuts. Eh? If you look at the walnuts, like how it is structured, I think we have seen the mind. How the the neurons are pegged. How they weave. You can even look closely at it. There are some things on top. Those lines just resembling the brain. You can even see the brain is two portions.
Yes.
And you even see those two portions. So it resembles a lot the brain. Eh? We also have good fats like the omega-3 that are good for proper brain function. And you also find them in these nuts. So most of the times, it's good, before you eat it, just to look at it. Just to be mesmerized, and think more about the benefits that it can do to your brain and, just make you connect with this and enjoy it more.
Are there other foods that we could also, that could also represent other body parts?
Yeah, there are many foods, like for instance, the celery. They also represent the bones.
So you can even see the shape of them.
Yes.
Please explain the celery here. This is celery and this is?
That one is rhubarb.
Oh, what is rhubarb?
Yes, so this is also a vegetable.
Okay.
I think most people have this confusion that, vegetables are only the green ones.
Yes.
So that is the green leaf.
Okay.
But, most plants, like even this is like the stem, that we eat, they're also vegetable in nature. And you can even see the structure, just like that of a bone.
Yes.
Yes, so these also contain sodium. So sodium is quite pivotal even for the strengthening of our calcium. So this is what we call balance. Like the body has to maintain certain nutrients in certain levels in your blood. So for instance, you might take in more calcium, but if you take less of sodium, it means the body is going to take more of your calcium to cover up for the deficiency in the what? In the sodium. So you always need that balance. So it's not only saying, okay, calcium stays the body, but if the sodium is there, make sure that the calcium is not used for other processes, but for the specific processes of visually maintaining the what? Your bone strength. Because your calcium can also be used to make sure that your water, water always has to be in certain portions, not in every way. Like if it goes where it should not go, you now find someone having edema or whatever. So it should always be where it is, and it should also be, excreted properly. So just maintain that. They call it osmotic balance.
Osmotic balance,
yes. So it should make sure that, your calcium and sodium are always in good proportions. So your rhubarb now, your celery now, which contains all these things. So actually make sure that balance is maintained and your bones remain in good shape.
This just makes it so much easier. Again, if I'm thinking about the kids, that celery is good for your bones.
Yes, celery is good.
Walnuts are good for your brain.
Yes, yes.
What else did we say? And we said, carrots are good for your eyes. So it makes it so much, you can even have a song and dance about it.
Exactly.
That's another show. Let's say Mmathapelo's next question.
Ke dijo di feng tse tshwantshwang le our heart, kidneys, lungs and stomach?
Which foods?
This is now going to thrill you. You know, if you look at how these grapes are structured.
Did you say grapes?
Yes, grapes.
What do grapes represent?
The lungs.
Okay, please explain to me and the viewers how.
So if you look at the internal structure of the lungs,
yes.
you know, we only see, you know, those two sacs that people know. But if you look at the internal structure of the lungs,
yes.
you'd actually find that, you know, as you go down into them, you actually have your bronchus here. So as it branches off into your bronchi, then it also goes down to your bronchioles. But at the end, you know, there are sacs, which are called the alveoli. This is where gas exchange occurs, where there's exchange of carbon dioxide coming from your blood and oxygen also getting into your blood. And there's something also good that there are also components of these grapes, you know, that help, you know, in making sure that the lungs are in good structure. So they call the prostaglandins that are inside the grapes. Yes, that even help your lungs to function very well. And we also know grapes have various like flavonoids. They also have various, you know, components. You know, we're still finding it to learn more about these things. But this is quite a good beneficial food that you always need to incorporate in your diet.
And I see that we've got tomatoes, and I'm assuming ovaries?
Tomatoes,
or
the heart.
The heart.
Yes.
Okay. So, how do the tomatoes represent the heart?
Yes, so if you look at the heart is like 4 chambers.
Yes.
Yes, most people when they think of the heart, you know, they only think like, okay, my heart is just the size of the fist.
Yeah.
That's what they know.
Yeah.
But if you carry it like, you know,
this way. Okay.
Yes, you can actually see that the kind of chambers here, like 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one is 3, but the others actually have 4. Yes, so when you then look at this, you know, it quickly reminds you of your heart.
Yeah.
You know, how it's pumping the blood, even the redness itself.
Yes.
You know, the heart is surrounded with lots and lots of blood, you know, and it's actually the pump. You know, so even the redness itself, you know, and we know that there's lycopene. This is lycopene. It's a very beneficial.
What's lycopene?
Lycopene. So this is more like, you know, they call them what you call antioxidants.
Yes.
So antioxidants, they're just those substances that, you know, prevent aging. You know, they even prevent things like free radicals from, actually the free radicals are the ones that cause aging.
Yes.
So they prevent those chemicals from causing damage to your body.
Things like cancer as well?
Yes, things like cancer, definitely they even work through that. So, yeah, when you look at this thing, think of your heart, think of the beneficial lycopene, and wow, enjoy this food.
It's brilliant.
Brilliant.
And next?
So next we have, kidneys.
Yes.
Kidney beans. Kidney beans,
yes. So what, because I know they always say kidney beans are good for you.
Yes,
what's
they're
in
good
kidney
for you.
beans?
So maybe the first thing to note is more like, you know, the kidney is where, you know, all those toxic things are being taken out of your body. So it has to filter your blood, you know, to make sure that it's of good quality.
Yes.
And you also find the protein that is in this kidney bean, you know, it doesn't give a strain to your lungs, is it? Okay, and also you have some minerals and micronutrients that make that kidney to work very well, that are quite pivotal when the body is trying to filter your blood and to make sure that it's fine. So
and
really,
when I look at it
resembles your kidney.
It really does.
Yeah, so what a good motivation to include this in your diet.
It's brilliant. And now I see ginger over there.
Yes, ginger.
I cannot imagine what body part ginger represents.
Yes, so you've seen I think most people have killed animals. You can see those small intestines. You can even see the stomach, you know, how it winds. You know, so ginger, just look at it how it is, you know, just resembling here. You can
intestines?
No, The stomach, when you're talking about
the stomach
yes,
itself.
but the stomach also, it's attached to the intestines.
Yes.
So you can even see this thing branching out, but you can even see you can take this part even to look just like the stomach itself. But with the constituents of this ginger, just soothes, making sure that, that reflux, aspects of heartburn,
yes.
They just toned down, in ways that we still yet to find the how really. Because this is a package of many things.
Yes,
it's kind of known that ginger really is good for your tummy.
But I mean, the fact that it represents the tummy means it's extra good for the tummy.
It's extra good for the tummy, yes. And you even have many testimonies of people who really testify that ginger does nice. It does wonders for me.
Whether raw state or cooked or as part of anything.
Powder form, whatever.
Yeah.
Just use ginger for your tummy.
Stunning. This is amazing. I need to have more ginger. I love this.
Yes, more ginger. Very nice for you.
Let's hear the next question.
Potso ya ka ya ho qetela ke hore ke dijo difeng tse tshwantshwang le our ovaries, cervix and pancreas.
Cervix, pancreas
yes.
and ovaries. Which foods?
Yeah, so if you think of your cervix, you think of a pea. You think of the avocado. Those things resemble your cervix.
The shape.
The shape, indeed.
And I know that avo has got the good oils that we need.
Definitely the good oils.
But the pear?
Okay, so looking at this pear, thinking of the structure of the cervix, and thinking of the freshness, that this thing usually has, and the vitamin C, that acts as a barrier, a mechanism, just to make sure things like cervical cancer don't give you a headache. So it's something that we need to include in your diet.
It's brilliant.
Brilliant indeed.
Now I see the leafy greens. Now we know there's vitamins here and there's carotene, but this represents what, my pancreas?
Yes, so when you think of a pancreas, there's a disease that quickly comes to mind. Diabetes.
Yes.
Because that's where the insulin is produced, is it?
Yes.
So you'd find that looking at this leafy structure, thinking of the pancreas. Yes.
Completely.
So you don't want to give the pancreas a headache. How do you give the pancreas a headache? You eat those sugary foods.
Yes.
The sugar quickly comes up. It
Yes.
knocks, please give us more insulin. And it's more insulin. But when you take the fiber, in these vegetables, it means when you eat that sugar, the foods that have sugar, the fiber sort of like keeps it at bay. It doesn't allow just to go in. So you can see your pancreas flourishing, relaxing, just releasing adequate amounts of insulin, not being stressed every time, but more.
And we stress it by eating the wrong foods, by eating food that don't. Okay.
Exactly. So that it's constantly in action. And it'll get a time when you just say, you know what, I'm tired. I can't keep on doing this.
And what happens when it's tired?
When it's tired, we have something that we call insulin resistance, Then we now see your blood sugars are continually spiking. Oh, you now have diabetes. And diabetes is something that even causes other diseases. It can lead you to be amputated. Your eyes start to have problems.
Yes.
And even the kidneys that we're talking about, they start not working well.
Yeah.
So because only this thing has become tired. So for us to make sure that we keep it so active, keep it so in shape, keeping it doing the work that it should do so that we remain in health, we really need fiber. And fiber, we also get it from these veggies,
The spinach.
Good veggies, the spinaches, yes, that resemble the pancreas and also have beneficial properties like the dietary fiber.
So next we have ovaries.
Ovaries.
Olives.
Hey, even can see the rhyming of the O's.
Even with the O's.
Yes.
So please explain the goodness of olives, because I love olives.
Yeah, so when you think of ovaries, there are many things that usually go bad when it comes to our ovaries.
Yeah.
You talk about cysts that are kind of common and which people are still researching to find how do these things come about.
Yeah.
But in these researches, they kind of find foodstuffs that tend to be linked or that tend to be so much common and people develop these things.
Yeah.
So you find like when you consume a lot of these saturated fats, these fats, tend to be linked or tend to be mostly associated, not meaning that they cause, but they're muchly seen people who do those things.
Yeah.
But we have our very good beneficial olives, even the olive oil, the continuous, the balance that it has in our very essential fatty acids. So in this, good form, these oils are really needed by the body, to function very well. So the more we provide them with these oils, definitely our olives should keep in good shape.
You are a brilliant teacher.
Thank you
So
much.
Mmathapelo was right, because she heard about these fruits, these foods that represent body parts.
Exactly.
And I didn't think it was true until you came to Dijo Le
Yes, you can
Bophelo.
then see that resemblance, similarity, something quite powerful.
You are powerful. Ingabe khona okuthize okupowerful okubambile kule conversation yethu. Don't you think it was interesting? The foods representing our body parts. Wow, I think it's great. So tweet me and tell me how great you thought it was. Ungithi at Dijo Le Bophelo or Facebook or Instagram me Dijo Le Bophelo or email me dijolebophelo@sabc.co.za. Now the conversation is being posted online for Mmathapelo to view. Ukutathathe nama notes. You can also watch it again on our SABC education page le kwa YouTube. Just look for us Dijo Le Bophelo. Uma sibuye itolo, we go back to Mmathapelo to hear what she has learned from the conversation yami no Tinashe. Siyabuya manje. Welcome back. Usasenami la ku Dijo Le Bophelo ku SABC2. When we met Mmathapelo earlier on live show, we befuna ukwazi about food that resembles umzimba wethu. She has seen a conversation with Tinashe online. I guess we'll look at Mmathapelo and find out what she has picked up from today's chat with the expert.
Wow, ke leboha haholo Dijo Le Bophelo. Ne ke sa tsebe ho na le dijo tse tshwanang le dikarolo tsa mmele ya rona. Ke thabile haholo ho tseba hore diwete di tshwantsha le mahlo a rona. Ke ka hombo ka hare ba sewete bo tshwantshwane le ditlhaka tsa mahlo a rona. Ke nnete hore diwete di tshwanetse mahlo a rona. Ke thabetse haholo ho tseba ka tamati le morara, le hore morara o tshwanetse kapo o loketse matshwafo a rona. Tinashe o mpontshitse ditshwantshiso haholo tamati le pelo plus di le pedi di kgubedu. Se ke tseba hore ha ke pheha ke dijo tse feng tse tlameleng ke di sebedise tse loketseng dikarolo tse itseng tsa mmele ya rona.
Iphela kanjena ke ishow yethu namhlanje kodwa ningakhathazeki. Niyazi ukuthi ishow iyaqhubeka online. Awungiphonse nge-tweet uthi @Dijo Le Bophelo or ungiface ku Facebook Dijo Le Bophelo or Instagram me or email me dijolebophelo@sabc.co.za. Ngiyeza khona manje. Bakithi ningakhohlwa ukuthi iDijo Le Bophelo yenzelwe nini ukuthi nikhululeke nisibuze zonke bonke mayelana nokudla. Ningakubamba via email, social media or uvela uhambe eposini ungishaye ngencwadi. Who knows, maybe your letter and your topic will be chosen as the topic of the week for next week's show. Maslangane la kwa SABC2 for more Dijo Le Bophelo. Same place, same time. Take care.